how's it going? So all the stuff here?
Yeah, this is the Xbox, the DS, all the gaming.
Got it. Just yeah, let me just open it up super fast. Here, and then here's the $100 there. Yeah.
What do you do with all that?
So I do a little bit of reselling, but I also collect, so a little bit of both. Cool. And this is the figures and stuff?
Yeah, that's the one of them.
Cool. Perfect. Alright guys, it's your friendly neighborhood down south hustler back at it again with another video, and I'm going to go through just what we picked up in that Facebook Marketplace meetup. So first and foremost, we ended up getting this stack of Xbox 360 games. There's nothing special in here, but there are a number of $10 to $15 games. I'll go through them one by one. So first we have this Minecraft Xbox 360 game. This thing goes for like 10 to 15. We've also got Skyrim. Skyrim is not the best game anymore in terms of reselling. It's a fantastic game in terms of playing, but unfortunately it doesn't sell for that much. We've got Sims Pets 3, which sells for like $10. We've also got Sims 3, which is just the general version of Sims. And then we've got Inquisition. Inquisition is a great and fantastic game. I recommend it to anyone, but it is not a good seller. And then we have a second copy of Sims 3. Don't know why they had 3 Sims games, but that's all we had for the games as far as the Xbox 360 stuff. We also ended up getting the Xbox 360 console here. So this is the slim version. This slim version usually goes for like 100 to 120. Because I have the games, the controllers, and all the hookups, I should be able to get an easy 150 for this. So this covers the entirety of the deal. So everything else is going to be green and in the profit. Next up, we have some stuff that I didn't actually think was going to be worth that much. I told her to just go ahead and bring it, and I'd let her know if I was interested. She ended up just throwing it in there. That is these bunch of Walking Dead figures from her. I believe there was 3 total figures. 2 of these, and then one of the ones that I just showed before. These things go anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks, so that was really awesome to get. Another thing that I ended up getting was this figure from Game of Thrones. So this is Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. I'm a big fan of the show. I will not be keeping this. I will be selling it. But this thing goes for like 20 to 25, so that was a good pickup as well. This is one of my favorite things that she ended up throwing in there were the figures from Lord of the Rings. So these Lord of the Rings figures go anywhere from $10 to $30. And because these figures are complete, I should be able to get that upper limit of that $30 mark for some of these figures. I also ended up getting these 2 here as well. Along with those figures, I also ended up getting some anime DVDs. So these anime DVDs don't go for too much money, but I should be able to get easily $10 to $15 for these things if I put them in a lot. So that was a good deal, and she threw those in for free as well. Last but not least, I ended up getting a DS Lite from her along with some games here. So as you can see, these are all filler games. These will be items that I will be taking a second in trials so that I can trade them in for something that actually does sell super well. So if you remember my video where I traveled from Atlanta to North Carolina and then furthermore to Virginia to visit my grandpa, I ended up going to second in trials to spend, I think it was like $700 worth of credit. And so that's exactly what I do with these filler games. I take them to places like Second and Charles, or I'll send them even to DK Oldies in order to get some money back or some store credit to buy something that I want and that I can resell much better. Then we have the actual DS Lite. This thing is minty clean. It even has the stylus, which is super rare. There's literally nothing wrong with this thing. Definitely probably is going to need a little bit of sanitization before I sell it, but I think it's going to be an easy sell. This thing should be like worth at least $50 to $60 in the condition that it's in. I'll throw in maybe one of those filler games, and then I should be able to get like $65 shipped. The other thing she threw in was this binder of Pokemon cards, and I will go through it entirely, but I didn't see anything crazy that out to me. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is just throwing this on eBay for an auction and then just kind of seeing what happens. I didn't see anything that was super valuable, maybe $10 to $5 cards, nothing crazy. And so in that case, I think I'll just throw it up there maybe for $50 starting price and then just see where it goes. Okay, so here are all of the Pokemon cards. We have this kind of gigantic one. These things don't go for too much money usually, but they're not bad to have, at least in a lot. So we see definitely some holographics here. It is a little bit muffled with this light here. Let's see if we can fix that. At least a little bit. Nothing too crazy in here. Some reverse holos. I didn't see anything first edition. I think most of these are from like 2011, maybe. Let me know if you see anything that's crazy though. Again, nothing too crazy here. I think I'll put it up for a lot price, at like $50, and then just run an auction. And then kind of just see what happens, honestly. Yeah, nothing crazy here. One thing I did want to call out though is that one thing that I do, because I do get a lot of trading cards, I like to use TCG Player. I'll put the link in my description, but it literally just looks like this. It's a scanner app along with a way to buy and collect cards. And so I just kind of focus it there, scan it, and then it lets you know how much the card is worth. So in this case, if it'll focus, the card is worth $1.43. And so that's like the base case with most of these cards. So I think what I'll end up doing, like I said, is just doing that $50 auction. Ooh, this one looks pretty cool. Let's try and scan this one. See what happens. The only caveat with using TCG Player is that it does require a white background in order to scan. So I bought a white mouse pad in order to do this. See, like that one wouldn't scan, but I'll update with the price of which that one was. But yeah.